Hey there and welcome. So let's talk about something we've all dealt with, that morning breath that just won't quit. Or maybe you're struggling with sensitive gums. Well, today we're going to break down something called ProvaDent. It's this natural chewable tablet that's been making some waves for how it tackles oral health. We're going to cover everything: what it is, what makes it so different, the ingredients, the benefits, safety, pricing, and of course, the guarantee.
You know, it's so frustrating, right? You feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to. You brush, you floss, but you're still stuck with these same old problems. And you're definitely not alone in that. But what if the problem isn't actually your routine? What if it's the stuff you're using?
Okay, so here's the deal. Most of the stuff on the shelf, your typical toothpaste and mouthwashes, they're really just a temporary patch. They cover up bad breath with a blast of mint and scrub off the surface gunk, but that clean feeling, it doesn't last, does it? That's because they're not getting to the real root of the issue.
And that's what brings us to a totally different way of thinking about this. Instead of just cleaning the surface, what if we could actually, rebalance the entire environment inside your mouth? That's exactly the idea behind ProvaDent. So, here it is, ProvaDent. It's called an Advanced Oral Probiotic Complex. Now, this isn't just another toothpaste or mouthwash. It's a chewable tablet. And the whole point is to support your oral health from the inside out by bringing back that natural balance we were just talking about.
To really get how this works, we have to talk about something called the oral microbiome. Basically, your mouth is like a tiny little city filled with billions of bacteria. Some are good guys and some are bad guys. When the bad guys start to outnumber the good ones, that's when you run into problems like bad breath and all that plaque buildup. So the whole key is keeping that team balanced.
Yeah, this slide lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got your traditional approach. It's all about surface cleaning, masking the symptoms, basically temporary fixes. But then you look at ProvaDent's approach, and it's completely different. It's all about balancing that microbiome, hitting the root cause for real, long-term support.
So the big question is, how does it actually do that? Well, the magic is really in its blend of all-natural, science-backed ingredients. Let's take a look at what's inside.
First up, we've got organic xylitol. This stuff is pretty cool. To us, it just tastes sweet, but to the bad bacteria that cause all that plaque, it's basically their worst nightmare. It literally helps starve them out, which makes your mouth a much friendlier place for your teeth.
Okay, now this is the heart of the formula. 4 powerful probiotic strains. We're talking about really well-researched ones like Bliss K12 and Lactobacillus paracasei. These are the good guys we mentioned earlier. Their job is to move in, repopulate your mouth, and just crowd out all the bad bacteria. The result? Fresher breath and healthier gums.
Next, there's cranberry extract. You've probably heard about it for urinary tract health, right? Well, it works in a similar way here in your mouth. The compounds in it basically create this non-stick coating on your teeth, making it super hard for the bad bacteria to even hang on. And last but not least, there's the BioFresh Clean Complex. This is their own special blend, and it's designed to do one thing really well: break down that stubborn biofilm. You know, that sticky, slimy film that builds up on your teeth? This helps tackle that, leaving your mouth feeling genuinely clean.
And of course, the quality stuff matters a lot. You should know the formula is completely plant-based, non-GMO, and gluten-free. There are no stimulants in there either. Plus, it's all made right here in the USA in an FDA-registered, GMP-certified facility, which is a big deal.
Using it couldn't be easier. You just chew 2 tablets a day. As you do, the probiotics start repopulating the good bacteria, and all those other ingredients get to work blocking the bad ones. What people typically report is noticing fresher breath within the first week or 2, and then healthier feeling gums start showing up around week 3 or 4. All right, let's get down to the practical stuff, the price, and more importantly, the guarantee. Because really, this is what makes giving it a shot a completely risk-free decision. So here's how the pricing breaks down. If you grab 1 bottle, it's $69 plus shipping. If you go for the 3-bottle package, the price drops to $59 a bottle, and you get free shipping. But the best deal, by far, is the 6-bottle package. That brings it all the way down to $49 a bottle, also with free shipping, plus they throw in 2 free bonuses. Now check this out, because this is what takes all the risk off the table. Every single order, doesn't matter if you buy 1 bottle or 6, is backed by a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee.
And we're talking a true no-questions-asked policy. If you're not absolutely thrilled with the results, if you don't feel like your breath is fresher and your gums are healthier, you just send the bottles back, even if they're empty, and you get a full refund. That really shows you how much they stand behind their product.
So when you put it all together, the science, the natural ingredients, that ironclad guarantee, what's the final verdict? Is ProvaDent actually worth it? Let's quickly recap what really makes it stand out from the crowd.
Okay, it really boils down to a few key things. First, it goes after the root cause, that microbiome imbalance. Second, the formula is all natural and plant-based. Third, it's got a dentist-influenced approach, which is huge. It's also super easy to use every day. And of course, that 60-day guarantee means it is completely 100% risk-free to try out for yourself.
And honestly, I think this puts it perfectly. If you've ever felt like brushing and flossing just aren't quite enough to keep your mouth feeling truly balanced, then this really does feel like a smart next step. Maybe rebalancing your mouth from the inside out is that missing piece you've been looking for.